You know, it featured one of the best videos of the 1980s via this song. It also, for fans of this artist, made them think he was a sellout because it was used in a heavy commercial campaign for almost a decade, and it kind of drew him into a section of rock and roll that's very dangerous, where an artist writes a song and basically gives up on the initial themes of the song for value. Now today the song is very popular with Bob Seger fans, but like I said, for me it's like, was it, did the song come first or the ad campaign come first? Now, Like a Rock is a song written by American singer-songwriter Bob Seger, performed with the Silver Bullet Band. The single peaked at number one in the U.S. album rock tracks chart. Seger told the New York Times that the song was inspired partly by the end of a relationship that had lasted for 11 years. You wonder where all that time went. I think he's referring to the woman he's referred to in the Against the Wind song. But beyond that, he expresses my feeling that the best years of your life are in your late teens when you have no special commitments and no career. It's your blast of fun before heading into the cruel world. Now, the B-side includes Living Inside My Heart and Kathmandu, the live version. Now, released in May 86, and again, it was a big summer hit under like the old Heartland rock style. The DJ length was 4:35, while the single, video, and album version was around 6 minutes. Capitol put it out with producers Punch Andrews, David N. Cole, and Bob Seger. Now, Cashbox called it an emotional ballad of perseverance and commitment. Billboard called it a slow-paced, rough-edged ballad that warrants the certainness of youth. Now, classic rock history critic Janie Roberts rated it as Seger's 10th best song. Now, credits are adapted from the liner notes of Like a Rock, with Seger on lead vocal, Chris Campbell and Craig Frost on bass and organ, respectively. Dwayne Bailey played acoustic guitar. Douglas Kibble did background vocals. Russ Kunkel was on drums. Bill Payne was on piano. Rick Vito was on slide guitar, and you see him performing in the video. And of all people, the Weather Girls, It's Raining Men fame, on background vocals. Now, Rick Vito makes this, the song, what it was. His influences when he was a young artist include Elmore James, Robert Nighthawk, B.B. King, Alvino Ray, Les Paul, George Harrison, and Keith Richards. Now, Vito had begun his music career in '71 and has played for numerous artists, including Bob Seger, Fleetwood Mac. He's had some solo work, but like I said, Vito on Like a Rock, that's probably his most dominant performance. Now, Russ Kunkel, ladies and gentlemen, he is a legend on drums. He has worked as a session musician with many popular artists besides Seger: Bill Withers, Jackson Browne, Joni Mitchell, Jimmy Buffett, Harry Chapin, Rita Coolidge, Neil Diamond, Bob Dylan, Cass Elliot, Dan Fogelberg, Glenn Frey, Art Garfunkel, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Carole King, Lyle Lovett, Reba McEntire, Stevie Nicks, Linda Ronstadt, again Seger, Carly Simon, Stephen Stills, James Taylor, Joe Walsh, Steve Winwood, Neil Young, and Warren Zevon. He was a studio and touring drummer for Crosby and Nash in the 70s and played on all four of his studio albums. Now, of course, his biggest work with Bob Dylan, as together they released the soundtrack to the movie Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. In 1970, Kunkel helped Bob Dylan drummer Billy Mundy release an album titled New Morning. Now, part of B.B. King's group for quite some time. Now, he was also a big influence on Fire and Rain by James Taylor. Now, he also toured with Jackson Browne, and again, he was known as a very, very important artist in all factors. Now, in the Canadian RPM top singles, it won 33. On Adult Contemporary, it won number 5. U.S. Billboard Album Rock Tracks number 1. Billboard Adult Contemporary 21st, and Billboard Hot 100 number 12. Now, the songs, again, Greatest Exposure was in a very, very, not say controversial, but kind of a very selloutish Chevrolet truck television advertisements from 91 to 2004. For 13 years, this was the theme song for Chevy trucks. for the massively again successful Like a Rock campaign. Chevrolet originally wanted to use Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA for the ad campaign, but when Springsteen declined, Like a Rock was chosen. I think he made more money off that ad than any other song he put out. Now, according to Seger, the B-side of some versions of the Like a Rock single was Living Inside My Heart. I wanted so bad to put Living Inside My Heart in my Greatest Hits Volume 2 record, and I fought and fought and fought. My manager said, no, that's a movie song. I said, no, I want it on there. It's beautiful. I was so bummed when they wouldn't let me put it on there. I was actually working on my new album and let that one slide, and I wished I had worked harder on that Greatest Hits, the Volume 2 package, because there was other songs that are really wanted on there. Now, when we say mainstream rock hits, this is what it is. It's going to play, it's going to be there. But ironically, that year, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at number one songs, there was a lot of good songs in '86, and Seger was one of it. Now, for the rock tracks, again, you got Kyrie, Stages by ZZ Top, All the King's Horses, The Firm, Addicted to Love, Why Can't This Be Love, Stick Around by Julian Lennon, Like a Rock, which was there for 2 weeks, Sledgehammer, Invisible Touch, Secret Separation, Higher Love, Missionary Man by the Eurythmics, Throwing It All Away by Genesis, In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel, Take Me Home Tonight, Emotion in Motion, Amanda by Boston, Hip to Be Square, Don't Get Me Wrong, and I Might Want to Make the World Turn Around. So, I mean, this was a heavy year for key songs like Bob's and different artists. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, Like a Rock for a lot of people is a lot of people feels a sequel or an answer song to Against the Wind, and I tend to agree. Now, the Like a Rock, again, single was quite interesting, and according to one website called jalopnik.com, the whole campaign was excellent, a little ridiculous for what they fit in a 30-second advertisement. I don't know why, according to the author of the blog, what makes me enjoy these ads so much. It could be the ridiculous amount of emotion Americana jammed into the commercial. It could be the awesome scenarios that would almost never occur outside of a Chevy truck commercial. It could be it's because I remember watching a lot of these ads when I was younger. So when you're growing up listening to rock and roll, you're going to get a Ford truck or a Chevy truck. GMC is not going to do it. For some reason, GMC has never been considered a rock and roll truck. But I know a lot of people started buying Chevrolets because they love Bob Seger. But a lot of people still believe he wrote the song directly for the campaign. No, he sold it. And that was a time in the 1990s where a lot of artists, including the Rolling Stones, Beatles, and different classic bands, were selling out for big cash. And I think he made millions and millions and millions of dollars. So that's the story of the history of Bob Seger's Like a Rock, probably one of the most important rock songs in the 1980s. If you like what we're doing here with our Bob Seger podcast, let us know what a like, comment, subscribe, or share.